Good evening. Just a quick recap on the game last night. First of all, just proud of everybody in our organization here and how they responded this week, and got a lot of appreciation for how hard it is to win at Virginia Tech. It's a great place and a great venue, and again, I thought we did the best job we've done all year. We handled the adversity within the game. It was good to see that, and just a lot of good things. Certainly plenty that we can. Anytime you watch the tape, there's always stuff you got to do better. But the name of the game is winning the game, and we did a great job with that. So I'm just proud of how they battled and competed, for 4 quarters, and again overcame some adversity, a little bit of disappointment in the course of the game to find a way to win. It starts with our defense. I just thought that was definitely our best game of the year. And, we played 4 quarters. We weren't perfect. There's still plenty of things that we got to do better there too. But, no Peter Woods, no K Park, Shelton's out too. And you go out there and you're coming off, our worst performance of the year where, we could not stop the run and playing, a better running team than the one that we gave up all those yards, the top 25 rushing team. And to hold them to 40 yards is just really great job. And I just thought for 4 quarters we played with the type of edge that it takes, the type of mindset. Just saw some guys, grow up a little bit. But just proud of the preparation, the mentality that I saw, and again, doing what winning requires, and that starts with being able to be efficient running the ball on both sides. We did that, so did a great job on 3rd down, created the turnovers. All of our games that we've won this year, we have turned the opponent over, and did not do that last week. And we had 5 pass breakups, guys getting their hands on the ball. And again, I think the other thing is because the offense really, just couldn't get out of its own way. A lot of yards and plays, but not finishing drives, not in that first half. But the defense just kept holding serve and just giving them a chance, and they finally came alive there in the second half. But just really proud of this group. I thought they did a nice job. Probably my biggest disappointment was we finished with 1 sack, and we literally, we should have had at a minimum 6 sacks, where we just got to finish the play. That was probably the biggest frustrating thing is, we were all over the quarterback. We had a couple of busts. We got lucky on a few plays where, they dropped the ball. We got to clean up a few things from an eye discipline standpoint, man to man, and some of our zone principle stuff, and then some couple critical penalties as well. But all in all, just really proud of how they competed. Again, the turnovers were huge, and just their whole mindset, the whole game. It was fun to see. Special teams, obviously the biggest disappointment was the low kick that was blocked. It was just, kind of Murphy's Law there. You clean up the protection a little bit. Now you kick it really low. And so just frustrated, but did some good things there as well. I was pleased with Aiden and his ability to pin them inside and create some field position for us. All in all, kind of held serve there with the exception of that field goal block. And it was good to see us go out there and at least make the one at the end to, get that out of their mind. So that was good to see that. A good way to finish. And then offensively, just frustrated with the first half. We go 15 plays. We get a grounding on 1st down. Then we overcome it and run the ball all the way to the 15-yard line. We get a hold call for Antonio, and then we finish with an interception. So then you go on a 10-play drive and we get a stop on 4th and 2, and we really felt like we had a hold there and didn't get the call. And then K takes a sack there, and he didn't have to take a sack. Just throw it away, save the 10 yards for our defense, and then 3rd drive after the fumble recovery, we we've got a 3rd and 7 free play, and we really didn't give our receiver a chance to make a play on a free play, 3 down there. And then on 3rd and 2, it was poor execution. It was there. We just didn't execute. And then we get the block, field goal, touchdown. So that's how we start the game. And then we come back, drive 4, and we get a wide open play to Antonio, our best player, and we just drop the ball. And that's a possible touchdown right there. So you end up punting. And so it was just a very frustrating first half to possess the ball, the amount of time that we did in plays and not get the points. But man, second half, I think we scored on 4 out of the 7 possessions, not counting the taking a knee at the end there, and should have scored on 5 because we had another big drop by TJ that probably scores. But the second half was just really, a lot of heart and grit on these guys. Great drive, touchdown by Cole, unbelievable play by Cade, and just making a ball play there on the one to TJ. Nice execution by Brenny to get in the end zone, and then we missed the touchdown, and then we finished with the field goal. So, did what we needed to do to get the win. Plenty that we got to improve on, that's for sure. And again, biggest thing offensively, we just too many plays. We played with 9 or 10 guys on the field, and that's just you can't have precision in what you're doing when you can't get 11 guys, all getting their job done. So just not enough of what we needed to get done there with all 11, and again missed opportunities, critical drops, had some critical penalties. We had 4 sacks, but they were all on Cade. Every sack was on Cade. We should not have had any sacks. Just the grounding, shouldn't have been a sack. We had a bootleg, got to throw it away. So that was probably the worst thing he did in that game. But I'll say this, man, I just thought that kid competed his butt off, and he really sparked us in the second half with his legs, just his grit and heart and will to go win. So a lot of good stuff that we can build on, and again, a good start to what we're trying to do to finish out the season. But another tough one this week at Pitt, finish up our road season, and just got to keep battling. And see if we can, continue to chase our best game. Injury-wise, obviously the biggest one was Tristan. I'd say he's definitely day-to-day for sure, and hopefully, he tried to come back, just wasn't able to go. And I'm really proud of Elijah, man. I can't say enough about him. He's coming into the season, he was our 5th tackle. We got Tristan and Blake. Our 3rd tackle is Marcus Tate. Now all of a sudden, and Sadler's the 4th. That was our 4 main tackles. Sadler's out, then Tate's not available to play, then Tristan goes out. So, man, to be able to get to your 5th tackle and to see this, and who's a true freshman, and to see this kid get in there and compete the way he did, it was awesome. Played every snap of punt team, field goal, and most of the game at left tackle. So I'm really proud of him and how he stepped up for us. Just a super job. And so Tristan, pretty much day to day. But outside of that, I think anticipate getting a couple guys back, and we'll go from there. Any questions?
Coach, can you hear me?
Trevor, we lost you again.
Hey, Coach, I'll jump in. This is David. Were you a little surprised that, given how they had run the football with so much success this year, that they only tried to give it to a tailback 4 times in the game and really wanted to use the quarterback run game instead of the running back run game?
I'm not going gauge how they do their stuff there. I just, regardless of who's running it, we got to stop them. So I'll let them evaluate themselves on who runs it. But I'm just proud of our guys and how they did. And they did an awesome job. They were physical up front. We had some plays where we did some things that, I just was really encouraged to see. A couple things that we hadn't been doing. Again, you don't have K-Part, you don't have Peter Woods. So just a great overall performance by those guys. Now we just got to, build the consistency from it.
Well, and I was going to say, I know that everybody's talking about the game that Sammy had, but just kind of me watching it in real time, I thought that Trey Williams and Peyton Page were maybe as active as I've seen them all year.
Yeah. And Steph Allen, I thought he does some really. He's such a natural. I mean, he's got a chance to be a really, really good player. He's just a redshirt freshman, but man, he's got a chance to be really good. I was pleased with some of the things that he did, and I thought our ends are getting better. Jaheim and Hoffler are noticeably taking a step forward. So just encouraged by what I saw. And again, there's plenty we got to do better, but all in all, a good productive day for us. The way we need to play on defense.
Testing.
Hey, Dabo, it's Chapel. The Cade pooch punt play, can you kind of just take us through that situation, what you were thinking, and that play call?
Yeah, it's just the same thing. I think we did the same thing against Notre Dame last year, and something he does really well in practice. He just missed it, but we just didn't want to give him a short field right there, but we felt like that we were going to take a chance to see if the play was there. It's kind of a punt pass option, if you will, and they covered it. So if it's not open, it's open. You take it. If it's not, you just kind of push it down, and he does that every single week, and does a great job with it. Just didn't have a good clean foot on it.
And with Elijah, how do you kind of go about manufacturing more opportunity with him? Kind of Tristan's injury aside, just with how he played last night going forward.
Manufacturing more opportunity. I don't think we're trying to manufacture anything for him. We just it's just a great opportunity for him to get better. We got to get Marcus Tate back. That's first and foremost. But I just think the biggest thing is just the amount of confidence that he can grow. He wasn't perfect. He got better as the game went. But man, what a tall task to have to go and take on. With a really good rush team, and especially an individual player at 52, especially. But it just gives us, a lot of confidence, and it gives him a lot of confidence because he's had to go do it in a critical situation, and man, he got it done. Again, wasn't perfect, but got better as the game went. Played tough, played physical. So it just adds to the depth. We came into the season really feeling good about the 4 tackles, and then Elijah being our 5th. We're like, okay, we got 4 veteran dudes that can go win at tackle for us, and then we're going to bring this freshman along. And but obviously we lost Sadler, he's a starter for us. He's a really good football player. So we'll get him back. He's out for the year, but we'll get him back ready to roll and just be a young player again still next year. And then Marcus gives us flexibility, but now when you got a guy like this now that can go out there and know that in his mind that he can do it, and he's done it in critical situations. He's played, but in really critical situation, just really makes you feel better, even better about the depth that you have, especially with some a few guys banged up.
Hey Dabo, this is Darian with the Greenville News. Haven Brown Schuler played, I think, 6 snaps on Saturday. I guess. What would you like to see more from him in his development as a freshman?
Yeah, I wish we didn't play him. Honestly, he's got 1 game left, but we got banged up, got a couple guys down, and we just felt like we needed him in a little bit of a role. But hopefully we can hold him. He's got 1 game left, so obviously we've got 3. So we got to get through a couple of games without him. So hopefully getting Peter back will be a big shot in the arm for us. But he's a good young player. We're really excited about his potential. I think he's got the right mentality and the right mindset and maturity. So we're really excited. We like him and Champ Thompson, two good young players that we think we hit on, and just haven't really needed them this year with the depth that we've had inside some of these older guys. But they're coming, and Hev's the guy that has really, I think, made a good jump these last 3 or 4 weeks. We've seen a lot of good stuff from him.
Hey, Coach Lawton Swan. On the block kick, Nolan, I was kind of watching him, his effort. What kind of athlete is he? And also, how do you feel he's kind of managed what he's dealt with over the past few weeks?
Well, he's a really good athlete. He's a multi-sport athlete, and so it's one of the things we liked about him. You know, he's a guy that's done a lot. You know, in his background from a sports standpoint. He's got a great mentality, great mindset. I mean, you know, he did not go in the tank. You know, he was really disappointed with himself. And, you know, Peyton Page, he's got 600 pounds bearing down on him in the A-gap there. He could be a little firmer, but, you know, that's kind of what you see on every kick. You know, but you got to get the ball up. And we did not, just didn't do a good job. But, hey, he took ownership and came back. And he's like, I got it corrected. I'm ready, you know, and he didn't have a bad look in his eye like, oh my God, I hope we don't have to kick again. You know, he was excited to get back out there and get another opportunity. And, you know, he's a freshman, and it's just disappointing that he's you know, had to endure some of the miscues we've had there. But I think he's got a bright future, and he's a very accurate guy. And again, he's got the right mindset for that position.
Yeah, but just looking at the film of the three linebacker sets, I guess, what were some few specific things that you liked about that look, just in that game specifically?
Yeah, I mean, just our ability to stop the run. Again, you're going into a game where, you know their personnel and feel good about how you match up. And, I come from a 4-3 background, but it's hard to play with, it's hard to ask a linebacker to go cover, Antonio Carter, when you play a lot of true 11 personnel teams that really throw the ball a lot. So, and if you do, then you become very predictable in your coverage. So it's not that you can't do it, just you're limited in some of the things that you can't do. But that was a game where we've played some base personnel this season, but that was a game where we knew we were going to be able to really major in that, again, based on style of play, personnel, what they did best. And so it was good. I mean, I thought they did a nice job. We've got a good group right there, and it's fun to see Sammy. It was fun to see him get a chance to get his first start. And man, the game has slowed down, and as it has, he's gotten faster. And he missed one sack, but he's just productive, finds the ball. He's a relentless competitor. I think he's going to be one of the best leaders we've had come through here. He's a guy, as a young guy that people pay attention to. So just proud of him. He's got a bright future, and got to continue to find ways to get him on the field. That's for sure. Pleased with how Barrett played, and Wade's been as steady as anybody all year long. Really proud of him. But it's a good group.
Anybody else for Coach? All right, thank you, Coach.
Great, appreciate it.